What's up, you guys? Today I'll be teaching you how to install Windows 98. This is about 15-year-old operating system, so don't expect it to run the way that, say, Windows 7 or Windows 8 runs, or even Windows Vista or XP, because it won't. Now, I cannot provide the ISO image because I don't remember where it came from. I had this on my computer for about, I don't know, a month or two by now. So I've been testing it. I've been testing it in the virtual machine before, seeing if it works, seeing if I have to do anything before I record this. Because imagine how great of a video that would be if I wasn't able to, if the ISO image ended up not working, or I ran into a problem in like the middle of the installation. So I'm the fir- So the reason I have this is because basically a test. I will be using Virtual PC. I usually prefer VirtualBox, but I've I've usually seen more capabilities with Virtual PC. I'm just gonna keep this. It usually works pretty well for me. I may or may not stay with it. Now, before I get into this, I'm going to introduce myself. I am Comet Computers. I usually Some of you may recognize my voice. I have a gaming channel. It's called Coming Game. I usually upload Grand Theft Auto videos. Now on this channel, I will probably be uploading videos like that maybe go in more depth with the games, or things about hardware and software, and sometimes even viruses. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing with this virtual machine in a while. I will be uh, I will be infecting it with a virus. And as you can tell, this is a very awesome day uploading. To be uploading. This is actually my channel. The first day I created my channel, 420. So if that's just an awesome day for me. I don't even smoke weed, but it's awesome. So without further ado, I will start this. Next, create a virtual machine. I'll just name it Win98. Win9801. Alright, that should work. I better work. Next, I'll adjust the I'll adjust the RAM a little bit. Now this is a little high for this operating system. I'll be setting it to 92 megabytes. That is a little high. New virtual hard disk. Now this is over 16 gigabytes. I think that was even high around when XP came out, so this is pretty high for this time frame when this operating system came out. Now, I will capture the ISO image. 198, 198. And I will be back in a second. Okay, so I have already captured the ISO image. Now I will reset this this virtual machine, so I could begin booting. Now you don't want to boot for the hard disk, mainly because there's nothing on the hard disk. So you'll pretty much it'll I think it'll come up with an error screen. I haven't tried it yet, but just boot from CD-ROM. Now you have three options: start computer without CD-ROM support, start computer with CD-ROM support, and start Windows 98 setup from CD-ROM. Now these other two, they really won't be able to do anything because you don't have an operating system or anything to do with the computer. So I will start the Windows 98 setup. I'm going to click inside this. No, I cannot. From CD-ROM. Alright, so you can pretty much ignore all that. Now, you may remove the color. I prefer usually not to, because I guess it's an okay option, but I really don't see any point in doing it right now, so I'll just press enter. Configure unallocated disk space. Yes, enable large disk support. This is this is because you have over 512 megabytes in size. That's really only about half a gigabyte. Not large, not too large. So I will enable it. Press enter. Okay, you want to boot from the CD-ROM again. Start Windows 98 setup from CD-ROM 2. Now it'll begin formatting the drive. I will be back when it is done. Okay, it is currently at 90%. Now, I'm pretty sure most of you know this, but if you guys don't know what formatting a hard drive is, that is, it pretty much just erases the entire hard drive. So I will press enter. Now this doesn't take too long, so I won't pause the video. Okay, now we are in the GUI part of the setup. Press continue. Now it's preparing the setup wizard. It'll guide you through the rest of the setup process. Please wait. Now, most likely, you'll install it to C/Windows. You don't have to, but I would recommend it. Now it's checking for available disk space. This really isn't that slow of an installation. It took me about, I'd have to say, maybe 20 minutes when I first did this, so, you know. Now, I never do use the communications, um, so I'll delete that. I won't use that. Now, the rest of this, if you choose custom, you could choose what it installs. Okay, press next. I'll name this next. Okay, I am in the US and I do speak the United States version of English. I don't know why. Screw it, but this is what I'll keep because I am in the United States. Now, according to your country, you could, I mean, if you live in a different country, you could adjust that accordingly. I'll start copying files. Now, I will be back once this is done. Okay, we are at a different part in the installation. Just prompted me to restart. Now this time you do want to boot from the hard disk. You don't want to boot from the CD-ROM. Now this may or may not take a few minutes. I don't really remember this part of the installation. Now as you can see, it's getting ready to run Windows for the first time. We'll click back in. Again, I know it's going to take me a while to remember that username. I'll just put YouTube. Not currently partnered, but, you know, who cares. Accept. Now, I can't put this product I can't show the product key in this video. So I will be back after I'm done entering it. Alright, I am back. Now, now this shouldn't take too long. You can tell what it's doing by now. As now that was pretty fast, so I can't say that this will take a long time, but you never know. I will pause it and come back. probably like 2 seconds. We're back with the installation. It just asked us to restart again. Sorry. I I didn't record that. Now, this really doesn't take a few minutes, like it says it will. As you can see, we only have about 10 minutes left. So that did not take us 30 minutes. It is April 2013, 10:51 Mountain Time. Alright, close. There's the control panel. It usually doesn't take too long. Now, after I get this done, as I said before, just dropped my phone. Okay, as I said before, I will be putting a virus on this. This is a virtual machine. I'm not infecting an actual computer. Before I get any comments like that, I want you to listen to that very specifically. And I cannot stress this enough. If you're going to install a different operating system, especially one that's not even supported by Microsoft anymore, do it on a virtual machine and don't do it on your actual computer. Because most likely you can barely browse the internet with this because of its limited capabilities. Sorry. Now, with this, the problem is that the internet, with with the technology that we have today, we're used to internet browsers like Google Chrome and Internet Explorer 9 and Firefox. This is Internet Explorer 5. Barely, doesn't really work on other websites like MSN. You can still search it, but a lot of times you won't be able to go to websites. And here's restart now. So do this on a virtual machine. I'd have to say any operating systems from XP to Windows 8, if they're supported on your computer, that's what you should install on your computer. But other, uh, like say if you prefer Linux, that also works, depending on if your computer can handle it. Don't know why I'm having this conversation. Most of you know this by now. Now, this usually doesn't take this long to boot. Alright, here we go. I don't have a password on this. At least I don't think I do. And Windows has found new hardware. Okay, as you can tell, we do have a sound driver installed, so that's helpful. We should get the welcome. There we go. I love this. Now, I'll see if I could teach you guys how to connect to the internet on this. Most of you know. In a virtual machine. I usually do local area network. I already said that. I don't know why it's making me do this twice. Automatic discovery. I don't want to set up a mail account. Now, hopefully this works. Hoping. If not, I guess it'll be kind of funny for you guys. And it did not work. Damn, what the hell just happened? Okay, what I will do is I'll be back. Okay, Windows 98 pretty much just like glitched out on this, I think. Something up with the graphics. Now, I will be doing LAN again. Now, discover. I don't want to set up a mail account. And nope, doesn't work. Oh wait, maybe. No, it's pretty much pointless to register. You don't have to. Seriously, did that work? Um, yeah, it didn't work. No, I'm sorry, but I guess that's how it is. So a lot of times, ooh, I want to show you guys something. Most of you probably already know this by now, but I love doing this. Alright, now I just got the blue screen of death, and oh no, no, that's just fun. Same thing in 3.1. If you press Control Alt Delete while there's program all programs are still responding, you'll get a blue screen of death. Now I'm pretty sure that's usually that pretty much is just a warning. While this isn't, you can press any key. Now I'm presented with a black screen. So as you can tell, Windows 98 is still a pretty interesting and fun operating system. I will be closing this video out by now. If you like it, if you like this video, if you like this video, like, and if you want to see more, subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and have a nice day.